Hi, warriors. Welcome to Keon Play Samurai Love Battle Party. Let's continue. This is Toshiie story, so we're gonna continue on. Episode 2, Childhood Friends. Lord Hideyoshi leads me inside the samurai house, finally stopping in front of one of the doors. Alright, here we are. Okay. So this is where I'll be staying with Lord Hideyoshi. He looks so angry. Oh, my little puppy dog isn't moving. Is all of this just too much for him? There's no way this can work. Oh, he talked. What's wrong with just letting him stay in the room next door, my lord? Why do you have a problem with Yahiko and I sharing a room? Well, I'm good at taking care of people. Lord Hideyoshi says confidently, putting an arm around my shoulders. Oh? There's no reason for two guys to be uncomfortable around each other, right? He's so close. I glance away from him, even as he smiles, unable to help myself. Yahiko, you're a little red in the face. Got a crush on me already? No, I didn't. Listen, you had better behave yourself. I'm kidding. Light it up, would you? Lord Hideyoshi pulls away from me with a chuckle. You don't have to worry, unlike some of my whatever you say that word. That's not the kind of training I'm interested in offering. That's exactly why it's not going to. Inuchio, shut up. I desperately plead with him, though silently he responds back to me in a same way. Why? It's not like I'm wrong. I told you. I'll explain later. We've been able to communicate with nothing but looks like the silence we were children. You can't go on back to your kiddo now, doggy. It's okay, go on. Yeah, it's getting late. Inu hisses through his teeth, setting down my things and stomping out of the room. I'm sorry, Inu. I promise I'll explain everything later. Lord Hideyoshi was certainly right when he said his room was big enough for two people. You can use this side here. I'll put your stuff over here, alright? Thank you so much. Do you remember how to get back to the castle? Yes, all I have to do is go uphill, right? That's right. By the way, if you need to visit the dog, he lives in a house a little down the way with a black roof. Alright? So Inu doesn't live here at the samurai house with everyone else. That's concerning. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's concerning. That's concerning. Yahiko, you hungry? You can change clothes too if you're going to go to bed. He pulls a clean kimono from his clothing chest. It'll probably be a little big since it's mine and all, but just put up with it for today, okay? Thank you. I'm very grateful. But I can't change in front of him, can I? So now what? Oh, I have some things I need to take care of, so I'm going to take off for a bit. Huh? I'll be back in just a second, so you go ahead and get tucked in. Oh, he's already gone. Now that I'm alone, I look again at the very comfortable looking kimono. Lord Hideyoshi seems to be much kinder than I expected him to be. Thanks to that, I feel a little less tense than I did before. I slowly breathe out, opening the sliding door and looking up at the sky evening. He'll be back in a second, huh? As of tomorrow, I'll be Lord Oda Nobunaga's poison tester. I can't imagine that I'll have much free time. This may be the only chance I'll have if I want to talk to Inu. I carefully fold the kimono, leaving it in the corner of the room before stepping outside. Hideyoshi is supposed to be watching over me. What now? It's fully Hideyoshi. I mean, no, it's fully Toshiie. My bad. Damn it. I like Hideyoshi, but not like that. Luckily, I managed to leave the samurai house without being seen. The house with the black roof on the way to the castle. I glanced between the houses trying to find his. Hey. I freeze, generally turning around, but when I do, I see that it's Inu. Do I have a heap of questions to ask you? But for now, just come with me. Lord Nobunaga is going to decimate them this time for sure. Damn right, Nobunaga unmatched, and you know it. Oh no. Get over here. What? Inu grabs my wrist, forcing me off the road and against a nearby building to hide me in the shadows. He leans over me, and amidst his breathing, I can hear mocking voices too. Oh ho ho, Inu, you got yourself a girl back there. I thought I told you to call me Toshi. Just as snappish as ever, I see. The least you can do is let us see her face. Just shut up and leave us. Inu hasn't turned around to speak to them, choosing instead to press me into the wall in even harder, protectively even. Ooh la la. His kimono is slightly open, the warmth from his hard, muscular chest seeping into my skin from where it touches my cheeks. Somehow Inu seems so different. Being so close to him, touching him as I am now, it's clear that he's not a little boy anymore. He's always been tall and an imposing presence, but now Inu finally pulls away from me when the men quietly walk away. Ugh, they really need to find something better to do. Thanks. This way. Hey. He grips my hand tightly, just as he used to do when we were little, and leads me down the road. Inyu leads me to the nearby riverbank. We have a place just like this in Kyoto too. Inyu, why were you even out there in the first place? I didn't tell anyone where I was going. How long have I been your friend? Of course, I know every move you're going to make, you idiot. There's a gentleness in his eyes as he watches the river pass him by, dye red by the sunset. He looks just like the same as he always did when we were growing up together. So tell me, what you're doing here? Just what do you think you're doing, passing yourself off as Yahiko? Yeah, about that. I tell him everything that happened to me and my family after he left for the front. By the time I finish, he has a fierce skull on his face. When I get back, I'll choke the life out of that mistress with my bare hands. He hisses under his breath. It's possible that he's even more upset about this than I am. Seeing him so upset actually makes me feel a lot better. Ah ha 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 ha. What are you laughing about? Aren't you even the slightest bit angry? Well, yeah, I spent the whole way here hating him for what he did to us, what he did to me. But I feel better having you here to be angry with me. What? I'm glad we're together, Inyu. What is that about? Seriously? Seriously? I tell him with an earnest smile. He immediately blushes and looks away with a fierce snap of his neck. He's always been like that. For all his kindness and strength, say just the right thing and he'll get instantly embarrassed. I'm really glad Toshiie is here to help me get through this. Suddenly, Inyu picks up a rock and skips it on the river. Oh? The rock skips across the water's surface 4 times before sinking. Yes. You've always been good at that. You try. Here's a rock. Thanks. He passes me a flat rock that's the perfect size for my hands to grip tightly. Here goes. I tried to copy his stance as much as I can as I throw it, but man, it sinks even without skipping once. And you've already been so awful, it hurts. How many times have I taught you now? Hurry up and at least get to where you can do one. I did once. You were there. I know you were there. I remember that. The rock must have been a bad shape. I told you it was good. In fact, it was the best one out here. We bicker back and forth recklessly in our words. It reminds me of when we used to sit on the river as kids. I wish I could just take Inyu and go back home. But then again, I didn't come all the way here just to run. Inyu, I should be getting back. Immediately, the smile vanishes from his face. Keon, if anything happens, tell me. I'll protect you no matter what. Got it? Yeah, thanks. Though he has said the same thing to me time and time again, now it is almost as if he wants me to. Knowing that he is the same caring Inyu I grew up with makes me so happy. I don't have the words to express. I'm glad that was not Hideyoshi, because I would have been doing the Hideyoshi voice for a while and that would have hurt. Okay, let's go. Go. So Lord Hideyoshi isn't back yet. Alone in the unfamiliar bedroom, I lie in bed, the vision of Inyu face behind my eyelids, his stern vow in my ears. He was absolutely serious when he said he would be the one to protect me. He always has said that to me, but since when did he start saying it all the time? Yeah, it started after my father died. Every time he had to leave me, he would say that. The pain of losing my father is still fresh, and every time I think of that day, my heart aches. My father went to war 5 years ago, never to return. Inyu cried and cried in front of our front door, begging us to forgive him for coming back alone. I've known him for more than 10 years, but that was the first and only time I've ever seen him cry. Maybe it's just that he's never wanted to cry except for that one time. But even if he did, I doubt he would tell me about it. As I'm thinking about it, before I know it, I'm fast asleep. The next morning, Lord Hideyoshi isn't there when I wake up in the morning. Did he already leave? A little worried, I get dressed a little faster than I normally would and let myself out. The moment I step outside, I can hear quiet voices in the room across the hall. My lord, that's my candy. Is that Sakun? Huh? That voice. Disbelieving, I still opened the door, and sure enough, I knew it was Lord Hideyoshi, but what is he doing sleeping in here? Oh, it's Hideyoshi. Even though I'm curious, I know that I can't wake him. Instead, I quietly close the door again and make my way to Lord Nobunaga's castle. Good morning, I'm the taster, Yahiko. I cheerfully greet everyone despite my nerves. However, the maids look troubled as they look back at me. Hello? Yahiko, do you know what a sweet potato is? Sweet potato? It's a vegetable, I think. It's foraging, though. I've only had it once. I remember the usual food that the foreigners that used to visit our restaurant brought us. It had a mild sweet taste. Why do you mention sweet potatoes? Actually, Lord Jumi demanded late last night that he get a sweet potato by morning. Oh my gosh, Yumiko, why are you here? Yumiko, why are you crying? Yumiko, you should be with freaking Masamune. Masamune, you should be with Masamune. Huh? Are there sweet potatoes here? You seriously should be with Masamune. The maids look down and shake their heads. That's exactly why he asked for it. Matsuko, you shouldn't say such things. But I'm right, aren't I? He just asked for you for something impossible so that he can demand recompense from you. What? But what could a maid possibly have? Suddenly I remember every look he has ever given me, each more disconcerting than the last. To use his position to force girls to sleep with him, that's the lowest of the low. Rolling up my sleeves, I look at each of the maids in turn. Everyone, I have an idea. What? 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 Okay, I'll stop. Anyways, let's continue on. Okay, we have 2 more. Actually, this will be my last one. I don't feel like continue on. Carrying a tray, I spot Lord Jimmy standing in front of the main hall. He's waiting for Yumiko. Yumiko, do you have my sweet potato? Of course, Lord Jimmy. I step between the two of them with my best fake smile. Oh, well, if it isn't Yagiko, you're looking delicious today, too. He reaches out for a moment. I think he is going to take the tray, but he strokes my hand instead, giving me goosebumps. Restrain yourself. You can do this. I taste it for poison for you, my lord, and I assure you it's a very good one. Oh, so you actually got your hands on one. Yeah, of course we did. You wanted to eat one, Lord Jimmy, so we had to. Ah, oh, you cute little thing. I didn't know you were gay. Lord Jimmy laughs loudly as he steps inside the main hall. Breakfast begins when Lord Nobunaga makes his appearance. I stare at Lord Jimmy as he brings a bite of sweet potatoes to his lips. This is exactly the sweet potato I remember. I sigh, completely relieved. Oh, thank goodness he didn't notice. My sweet potato is actually a fake made of ground and sweetened chestnuts. I made it look as much as a sweet potato as possible, but the texture and flavor are still different from the real thing. What's that? You have dessert for breakfast?
You should try it, my lord. It is sweet but quite delicious.
The one who seems to be the head of the retainers, Lord Shibata Karasuku, shines in. Of course I know Shibata Karasuku. It is very good, my lord. Lord Nobunaga grumpily takes a bite of the fake but sweet potato.
What do you think, my lord?
Whichever one of you made this, get up here now. What? All of the retainers pale instantly. Does he know that it's fake? Mitsuhide? I shall bring them to you immediately, my lord. What do I do? Yumiko and the others are going to get the blame. I'm going to go ahead and say I made it. I made it. Please wait, Lord Mitsuhide. I'm the one who made it. Yeah. Oh, and here I was sure you had come to us as a taster. Tell us why you dared step outside your bounds, boy. The maids were unsure what to do, having never seen one before, so I just took over. My family actually has a small restaurant in Kyoto, fronted by foreigner, so I knew how to cook it, so... In other words, you did this. I did. Forgive me, my lord. I know I did not have the permission.
My lord, I'm the one who's supposed to keep an eye on him. Please, if you place a blame, do so on me and me alone.
Hideyoshi, you're too nice. Lord Hideyoshi, he's too nice. And it frozen me. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right here, right now. So stay out, take care. Until next time, keep in place. Stay me right, love, ballad party. Toshiie story. Bye.